Hi everybody, it's Julia here, and oh dear, this page. Oh my gosh, this processor here. Okay, so usually nowadays I've really started to sit down and focus on my layouts. I want to make sure that I don't just spit out layouts, but I think them through, that I have a good photo, that I have a thought in mind before I start, that I have a story to tell. Um, And that's what I had with this page. So here I want to tell about Viola. You can see she's sitting on that log. She gazes out over the fields in search for deers because we have some deers to go next to our house. So that is like it's her mission in life, you know. I mean, she's a deer hound. She's supposed to hunt them, just not right now. Anyway, so I thought it was going to be really funny to tell you because it's such an ordinary sight for us to see her sitting up there, and I really want to document how this is like her thing. So I thought I was going to use all of the crazy cute deer stuff that comes in the Maggie Holm Bloom collection from Crate Paper. There are a few deers, and just really I thought this was going to be the perfect layout to use them all up. So I thought, okay, what way can you use a lot of deers at one page? And I thought, oh, a grid. A simple grid. Um, Perfect. Easy peasy. And right about, well, actually before here, I sort of like, this is not really going so well. I put on a few deers, I put on that denim paper with the white deers on top of it, and I'm just not feeling it. And I'm trying here to find like things, and I'm changing out the washi tape, but it just doesn't work. I'm pulling out the third deer, and yeah, it's not working. So the day after, I came back and like I pulled it apart. So I decided to go with the color scheme in the photo. So I looked at it and I really liked the white, the blues, and this sort of mint tone coming through this winter photo. So I decided to grab some stuff from the Ria Memory Keeper's Wildflower. Now this collection I think is more designed towards the summer or end of summer. It's a really pretty line, but I'm going to use it to make this winter page. I'm going to mount that gold deer on this really pretty 3x4 card that's sort of framed with the flowers. And then I'm going to use this as my background paper, and I'm going to cut it down to an A4. Now it's a quite busy page, but I think it really works because it has a light color palette and sort of geometrical print on it. I'm still going to use that deer paper just in a smaller scale, and because I'm going to use a more thought out color scheme, I think this page will look a lot better. Now I sort my embellishment typically in these lunchboxes. Now the criteria to make it into lunchbox is if I get the collection with the die cut. So if I just get a die cut pack, they don't. If I get just the collection, it doesn't go in there. But if I get a bigger piece of the collection, it will get there. So the Wildflower collection, I got the 12x12 paper pad, the die cut pad, and the stickers. So that made it to the lunchbox. It's also a really great place, I think, to store my die cuts or embellishments or like scraps of paper, to have them in one place. So I have that for a few collections. And the other ones are filled with junk. We're keeping it real. Oh dear. So I have added a few layers to my photo, and I have decided to not go with the oh dear title. I'm going to use one of these words from the sticker sheet, and it's going to be adventures, and then I'm going to use my Dymo to write every day. So it's going to be everyday adventures. And that's sort of what I talked about before, that this is something that she does every day. She sits up there and she looks out, and I think it really is an adventure for her. She loves doing that, and I think it's a fitting title. So I'm going to use my diamond, like I said. Just like funny side note, this is my second one. Yeah, I've used my other so much it cracked. Yep. So yeah, and if you look at the close-ups later, you will see that those letters are not lined up. It is not the dyno's fault, it's user error or user laziness, I should say. I didn't line them up properly. Anyway, adding a label up at the top at the other label, and I'm going to add this my dear. So I got a little bit of the dear thing anyway. I'm going to add some date to that other label. Not right now though, nope. So what I wanted to show you with this layout is partly I really like the result, but also that sometimes when you start making a layout, you sort of realize this is not going right. And instead of stopping in time, like I didn't because for some reason, I kept going with it. And when I was like, no, it's not working. And the day after I was like, this is not working. But I really wanted to tell this story because I think it's really funny and cute. So I made an effort, I rethink, I picked it apart, and I think this works so much better. Sometimes you can do that and the end result will look great. Sometimes you can do that and it only looks worse. I have done that too. But I mean, we learn. This is a hobby and it's a fun thing, but it's also a question about improving your design skills and your storytelling skills, because it is a visual medium for you to tell something, and we need to work on that. And here's a good example. So I've added a few stickers from the Crepe Paper Hello Love collection. I'm adding these die-cut leaves that I cut out from the Maggie Holmes shine paper. It's the wood grain that goes to pink, and I use the confetti dies, and you know, it's my go-to dye. I use it on everything pretty much. And I really like that these leaves sort of break off, so it's not just this really cold blue color scheme, but you get a little bit of that wood that warms it up a bit. And I think that makes a big difference. So I'm going to add my journaling here. I'll type it up on my machine on just regular white cardstock, and I'm going to glue them down in strips. I think this makes it a bit easier to read, especially on this busy paper, but without having a big block, because I have this sort of big block with a photo, and then I have the journaling, but without getting another block. So this is my finished layout. I am super happy with how it turned out, contrary how it was before. I'm so happy you have watched this video. I hope you inspired you to do something. I hope you have a really great day and that you will check back for see some more videos from me. Until then, have a really great week.